Fly gonna recap this and say Gotti caught a 30 on the John Bro.
So all y'all wanna know what happened, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. That was crazy out the game.
Time SP to nobody that knows body.
Hit this area with 50.
America problem is us, our problem is them. Bringing us over here toward us devilish men. We was raped of our culture, knowledge of self. Now we live like vultures, acquiring when wealth, do anything for a buck. That is the mind state. And most of us that got us dead a lot behind gates.
Go ahead, man. Go find that man, B. Go find him, B. Unless you like being broke, nigga.
Yeah, check. Is this on? All right, let's get to it, man. You already know what it do and what it does, so you ain't gotta ask what it was. Salute to the subscribers, that notification gang, and my man Showtime SP. I hadn't given y'all no card joints. This week. I'm bugging. Week's moving by fast, though, I will say that. But Tsu Surf, you know, he's been the topic of a lot of conversation. And what I will say as far as the conversation with him, it is crazy that people are talking more about him choking than they are of Loaded Lux actually winning. Now, that, I will say, leads back to the whole star power narrative that a lot of the leagues and a lot of the artists push when it comes to why is this person or why is that person still being booked? They lost, they choked, they did this, they did that, or whatever the case may be. That's the whole star power thing, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, this person does music, this person does this, does that. And a lot of artists, battle rappers, have been taking shots at Tsu Surf. And a lot of it is rightfully so, because when Tsu Surf is in his position doing what he's doing, he talks heavy. He talks very heavy as far as his accomplishments, as far as what he does. He's going back and forth with fans, things like that. So Head Ice, who's been very vocal about Tsu Surf in his Hip Hop Is Real interview, basically was like, you got washed, you garbage, you know.
If Surf won, you think we wouldn't be hearing the last of Surf right now? He'll be popping the niggas' dreams talking, yo, you saw that shit I did the Lux. Nah, nigga, it didn't go like that, though.
We was the ones that led you in. He was talking really, really spicy. Like, he was like, yo, you got destroyed, like 30. You got smoked. Y'all wanna know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. You got smoked. Like, we ain't giving you no sympathy rounds. Ain't none of that. You died. A lot of people who watched the battle felt like, you know, Lux got the first, they debated the second, and then, you know, Lux got the third. But a lot of the, there's a whole big contingent of people who feel like, nah, fuck that. He got 30. Bury him. Get him out of here. Surf really don't care. And Ice talked about that narrative that Surf saying he don't care. Like, nah, we not jocking that, because if he would have won, he'd be talking about that shit until the cows come home. He said Surf would even be waking niggas up out they sleep, like, yo, wake up, my nigga. So you saw that shit, I just beat Lux. The battle did drop on YouTube. I tried to watch it. I watched a lot of it, but I seen the bootleg and all that other shit. So the real one, it was cool, but the audio sounded crazy. So, I mean, I was in and out. But what I will say is this, you know what I mean? Tsu Surf, you opened the door to a lot of this criticism. I said that this would happen. Come here, nigga. Come here. Let me talk to you. Take this walk with me. I said a lot of this was going to happen. You was going to open the door for criticism that I don't know if you was ready for. Now, I know that you do what you do. You don't care. You getting your bread. We all getting money, my nigga. Open up the roof, nigga. Woo! We all getting money, nigga. But you open the door to a lot of criticism. Open it up even more. Keep going. You open the door that to a lot of the criticism that you're receiving. You have artists that are not on the same plateau as you, on the same tier as you, but now they feel like they can take shots. They feel like your bark is louder than your bite. And I said that in the beginning, like, look, you may not care about the battle. You may not. I said, stop taking battles that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop taking these battles that you don't really want, because at the end of the day, you're going to run into one and going to get your ass whooped. Now, I know Loaded Lux was a battle that, come on, of course he wanted, but it just didn't go his way. So he responds back to Head Ice saying, Ice needs to take his old ass back up to apartment 4F. You're 49, not getting booked and stuck in the projects. Basically saying, you know, Ice was in front of a building. I don't know if he lives in 4F. I don't know if he's 49 years old. But you know, he's got his way of trolling back. But the one thing about it is, while those tweets and shit that Surf says are funny, and they do, you know, they garner some laughs, in the back of everybody's mind when it comes to the rap, we know, like, yo, the rap is the most important thing. If the raps aren't there, it's like, tweets is cool, tweets is cute, but where's the raps? He said as far as Cortez, he said Bortez will not get my presence on the stage. He's basically saying that he don't want to battle against Cortez. The fans put up a poll saying, should he battle John or Cortez? Fans picked John. John said, nope. Nigga, you battle Cortez. You need to battle Cortez. Then they asked Sue Surf. Sue Surf asked, should he battle Head Ice or COVID-19? The fans picked COVID-19.
You need to start listening.
Unfortunately, for Sue Surf, this is the route that he's gonna kind of have to go, because he's not gonna get another superstar name right now. URL has done a lot of dumb shit before when it comes to people getting bigger battles after losing, but after this one right here, I don't know if they could put Sue Surf in front of a big name right now. I don't think so. I don't think it can happen. After what just happened, I don't think that URL can logically put Sue Surf in front of a big name right now, especially with the fact that he just jerseyed out of or choked and brought it back, take it to the top. Oh my people, on one of the biggest names in the world. If you're gonna do that against Loaded Lux, there's no telling what you're gonna do against. And I think that's the main reason why John don't want to waste a battle or waste his time battling Surf, because he's like, if I battle you, if you ain't right for John, why you gonna write for me? Why? If you did not write for John, why would you write for me? And I know Cortez wants the battle, but if I was Cortez, I wouldn't even take it, because he's not going to write for you. What the fuck is he going to write for Cortez? And I know Cortez is pushing hard for it. I think he got the podcast they said just came out. I forgot the name of it. He just came out with some shit. He's got the fucking Jordan 11, the Nasty 11 low that Surf wore against motherfucking Lux. He's got that in the profile picture, and he's calling it the accountability era. He's talking heavy shit, trust me. Like, with most artists, this could build a fight. But in this regard, it's like Cortez has to understand that if he gets a Sue Surf battle, is Sue Surf gonna write for you? Do you really think he's gonna write for you? Because I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think so. Why would he write for you? This nigga didn't write for Loaded Lux. He didn't have a third for T-Top. He didn't have a third for Rum Nitty. You think this nigga's gonna come with 3 rounds for you? Huh? Do you think he's gonna come with 3 rounds for you? I would love to know. What is the formula? What formula do you think you have that's gonna make this man come with 3 rounds? That's the number one question. That's the number one question. And the number 2 question is, what makes you think he's gonna write for you? The number 1 question is the number 2 question. And it'll remain the number 3, 5, 9, 12, 13th. Because he sold us, like, a lot of people are calling him Sue Broner, you know what I'm saying? Like, he sold a lot of people a good fight. Like, he talked a good one, and when it came down to the come down, he did not deliver. Now, like I said, he's gonna always get booked. He's gonna always be a name. He's gonna always, because he's got that clout with him. You know what I'm saying? He's got the clout, and it's crazy how, when I mentioned earlier, more people are talking about him for choking, stumbling, and jerseying through his rounds than they are for Loaded Lux for winning. And it's crazy because, and you know what facilitates that? The people that don't like him are really pushing the narrative like, yo, this is your king? Is this your king? Is this your king? And there we have it. Now we're stuck with the whole narrative of who should he battle next. And they're picking a bunch of names that people know that are really like not big time superstars. The biggest one is John the Don, and John the Don is looking at it like, now the ball is in my court, as he should. He's like, the ball is in my court. Like, we don't play by your rules no more, because it's not, you don't have the advantage in this. There's no vantage point for you. You had the leverage, but you no longer have the leverage. If I want to battle you, it's on my terms. It's for what I want. It's for my bag. It's for my, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the way it should be. When you, and I don't think, like, I think Sue Surf is a smart individual as far as like his career goes outside of battle rap, like marketing, branding. He had the mixtape with Mozzie, like all type of shit like that. So he's smart in that regard. But I don't really think he thought it through as far as like when it came to battling Loaded Lux and not delivering what impact. I've never seen a battle that he has, even when he's jerseyed out of rounds or even when he showed up with 2 rounds, like he's always been able to kind of like weave his way through. This was the one that really people really started getting at him about, like, nah, we ain't going for this shit. And they started bombing on him heavy. He's gonna be all right, but Ice was talking his shit. Ice was talking heavy, my nigga. Go find that man and don't come back until you find that man. That nigga was talking crazy, like, and he was like, you know, can I get it? We know this nigga. You know how Charles, you know how Loaded Lux said we knew Dog before y'all. He's a cornball. It's the same reference, you know what I'm saying? Like, we walked him in. He came from Undeniable TV. We been knew him. We knew him. You know, he was basically saying like we knew you before you knew you. You know what I'm saying? He been on the computers and all of that shit. He been knew how to get his clout up. Like, he broke you down. And tweets is one thing that you could tweet out, whoop-de-whoop, but nigga, that motherfucker interview with Hip Hop Is Real, salute to Hip Hop Is Real and everything that they do for the battle rap community, he broke you down, literally going crazy on you. And he was like, you know, in a social distancing setting, that's not your platform. And when they knew that there wasn't gonna be no crowd, he's like, you all gas. Like, he's like, Surf is all gas. Like, he's gotta have, you know, lock, pick the door. He's like, you gotta have gas. If you ain't got gas, you're not winning. I think for Surf, this should be the lesson, but I don't feel like his heart and hunger is in this shit anymore. And I felt like that for quite some time, but I like his music. I don't get emotionally attached and involved with it anymore because it's like, I already knew what to expect. When you know what to expect from someone, you don't really get you don't get too emotionally attached anymore. So, you know, what y'all think is who's right, who's wrong? Is Head Ice right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I mean, Cortez went a little far, but he had a right to do it. Cortez, Surf been talking shit about him for years. So, you know, he popped the champagne and did all this shit to him to celebrate the loss. Head Ice is saying that I'll wash you, you know, like you don't even want to rap like that. And this is where we at. The battle released. Scale of 1 to 10, I gave the battle a 6. Loaded Lux, he won clearly. Whether it was 2-1 or 3-0, I don't understand. You know, I know people want the body. He got bodied. Y'all want to know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. This nigga died. I know y'all be wanting that notion, but I felt like his second was good. His second was not edited. I watched the second again. It was not edited. I watched the bootleg footage, or the footage that came my way. We're just gonna do it like that. I watched the footage that came my way, and then I watched the app release, and it was the same exact pretty much footage. So whatever, if some other shit in there was edited, it is what it is. That's nasty. You can't move the goalposts. If a nigga choke for 3 minutes, put that bitch out for 3 minutes. In Swamp Battle, when Twerk pulled the phone out and all that other shit, that shit was edited. But you know, it is what it is. We can't be moving the goalposts when it comes to different artists. Nigga choke, let him choke. Let it happen. Let it happen. But you know, it's time to get to work. Y'all niggas already know what it doing, what it does.
So this devilish man.
You angry at 16. You understand me?
If America problem is us, our problem is them. Bringing us over here toward this devilish men. We was raped of our culture, knowledge of self. Now we live like vultures, acquiring wealth. Do anything for a buck. That is the mind state. And most of us that got us dead a lot behind gates. For most of us, the only way was the grind, wait in tune with the true and living. Now we taught to find faith. In religion, church showed the pastor's words. Capture kings, force to call us master, serve harmonious human beings. Couldn't